Hey guys, I hope you're well. Welcome back to the BMW 12.0 Challenge track guide series. In this latest round, we are here at Belle in Detroit for one of the toughest circuits we're probably going to do this season. There is death at every turn, and you don't even need any other cars on the track for it to happen. We did an okay lap here this week. It certainly could be faster, but it's clean, it's safe, it's fast enough to be competitive. I hope you find it useful. Don't forget to download the lap file, my ghost car, for this track this week. Just head to the website findingspeed.com/BMW 12 and you can download every ghost car from every week. Hope you find this useful. I hope you have a really good week racing here. Don't forget, if you have a look down below, there is now a join button next to the subscribe button. If you do join the channel and choose to become a gentleman driver, you will have access to the track guides at least 24 hours in advance and a few other cool bits and bobs to go with it. Check it out if you are interested. Otherwise, everything else on the channel is exactly the same. It's just a bit of early access, and we also have a Discord channel where you can ask for tips and advice. The Gentleman Drivers channel that's only open to members. So cool. Have a really good week. Enjoy it. And if I don't see you before, hopefully I'll see you on the track. Cheers, guys. Alright guys, here we go with our lap at Detroit Belle. We're crossing the line, we're over to the left, we're braking by the 400 heavily down into third, and we're starting our turn in at the 200 board, approximately. We want to get nice and tight here. Now I am super tight, and the reason we want to get so tight over to the right is because we want a wide as possible exit into this next left-hander. We want to carry as much speed as we can around here, so I've been ramping up the accelerator. But the problem we've got is we've got a hump around the corner. The weight of the car is going to shift heavily to the right and the rear right as well. So we're in massive danger of spinning the car and hitting the wall on the left. So we've got to be super cautious around here. Dropping off the accelerator. You can just pad the brake around here if you need to as well. But you want to just make sure, see I'm heavy corrective steering to the right there because the car just wants to turn. So we're accelerating hard. We got up to fourth as quickly as we could because we were on the brink of third there. We needed third for the turn in. We're looking ahead to the boards and we want to start our braking just before the 400 board. Kind of just after the tree really. We're going to bring ourselves down into third and we're looking to the apex. And just as we're coming to the 100 sign, we're starting our turn in and we're really backing out of the brakes now. We've bled down on the brakes and we want to get on the gas. We can take some of this curb, but you will bottom out if you take too much, and obviously you'll get a 1x as well. We're already 60-70% on the accelerator here. And we're gunning up 3/3 as far as we can take it. And then we're sort of knocking the brakes, and it's quite hard to judge this one. You've really got to do it by feel. But there is a tree there on the left that I use as a marker. It's quite hard to spot. And then we're bleeding out really quickly. We're just braking and then coming off slowly as we want to start our turn in, so that we can really maximise the turn of the car, so we're not getting too close to these dodgy walls all over the place. Now right here we're going to dart over to the right, and now you can see there's a kink in the wall on the right here, and that's our braking marker. We're going to keep it in third, and we're dropping off and turning in. We want to come quite tight to this curb, but we don't really want to take it. It's a very, very sharp angled curb. We're going to get close to it and make sure we're back 60% on the accelerator as we exit there. Now we want to use this tyre mark right in front of us now is our brake marker here, and we want to be braking out to the left towards the outer wall, and then we're dropping out of the brake really gradually and turning as we drop out to really promote that angle. We want to get tight to the right so that we can exit with as little wheel angle as we can, so we can get that accelerator moving forward. And obviously we want to come out close to the wall here, but it's a tough corner, that. Lots of practice, but we want to use that trail braking with the turn in on the wheel to really promote the car to turn. Okay, so we're hanging over to the right here, and we want to hang over to the right a bit longer than you might think. We've got a tight turn coming up, and we want to brake on the bend. So we're loitering towards the right of the track, and then we're turning in, and we're starting our brake process before the 400 board. If you do it on the 400, you're just not going to make it. And we're heavy braking and keeping as far to the left as we can. And we're watching the curbing. And just before the 100 board, we're starting our turn in. We're really bleeding out now, the brake. Promote that turn in. It's hot on the gas. And we want to just miss this kink on the wall on the left. And we'll be tight over to the left. But then we want to start bringing the car over to the right. And as we reach the bridge, we're braking again, keeping it straight, coming towards the middle of the track, turning in, and then dropping it down to second. And if you see there, the car's really starting to turn now. And we need that to happen because the exit tightens. And if we want to get a fast exit here, we need to sort of compromise a little bit. So we're back up into third as soon as we can. And then we need to aim in here. It's quite a fast kind of looping left, but we need to tap the brakes, otherwise the rear's just going to spin out. So we're tapping the brakes, we're light on the gas, coming out mid-track here, tapping the brakes again. We're just making sure we come in tight. Again, we need to be as far over to the left as we can, so we've got a very tight right. And as we go under the bridge, we're back on the brakes, we're back down to second, and we want to keep it tight with this right hand curbing without catching it, preferably. And then we're hot on the gas again on the exit up into third immediately. Okay, so we're braking around about the 300 board, maybe just before here. We want to carry, you can carry a lot of speed around here. So I'm not braking very heavily, but I'm coming off quite quickly, holding the brake and then just drifting it out up to 50% gas. And we're out really wide. I mean, we've got millimeters to that wall there. And then as we start our turn in again here, there's no brakes, but we are going to want to come out of the accelerator just to get the front to dip in to the turn. We want to keep some gas there. We want to keep pushing the car forward. And when we know we're going to make this exit, we're 100% on the accelerator. and out we come. Back up into fourth, and then we're going to cut off this last flat out right-hander to the line. And that's a 137.4 here at Belle. It's a tough circuit. You're gonna dent the car at some point, but lots and lots of time. Earlier braking and quicker exits are what are going to help you out here at Belle. I hope you found this guide useful. If you did, please do consider subscribing, hitting like on the video, and don't forget, if you become a member of the channel, if you hit the join button down below, you can get the guides a little bit earlier than everybody else. And if you watch the live stream, you'll get some emojis and things like that, and access to the private Gentleman Drivers Discord channel for tips and advice. All right, guys, have a really good week here. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.